Hello, Rocky. So this is a video in Arma 3 of me blowing it down on the homo rapist thugs that think that they could, take out one of my tanks and shit. So I try to edit as good as possible to make it as short as possible and to make it as entertaining as possible. However, I haven't spoke inside the raw video, so I have to only speak in voiceovers. Alright. Thank you for your patience. Have a good one, Rocky. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you don't, tell me your mind. I really worked hard on it. As you can see in the background on the video, we have three T-70 TC-22s tanks. I forgot the name of them, and three IFVs, 10 motorcycles with 10 BM-21 artillery pieces. This is a really shitty army that I have. I mean, it's a giant one, but it's all butt, and you'll see that in the future reference. As you will see, right there is, we're going to push the Athera because that's where the enemies are. And as you're seeing from the little drawing I'm building, that's where the enemies are located, somewhere around that strip. So we're going to bring the T-72 tanks up from both ends, from that end and then from the other end. And the other end, I'm going to show right there. Boom. And then the IFVs, I'll bring them up to support the tanks. Motorcycles go around. And the motorcycles will support the T-72s pushing on the northern sector of Athera. The artillery pieces will start bombing it. That's what the line and the lines within the line is. There you go.
چهل نه نیم کیلومتر حرکت کن شرق 18 300 متر حرکت کن عقب منتظرم.
In this section of the video, you will see me micromanaging all the shit, doing all the things that are really just boring to watch, because this section that I've sped up to 8 times speed was around 10 minutes long, something like that. And I mean, looking at the project when I'm doing this voiceover now, it took a lot of time off my hands taking this section, making 8 times speed. You could have watched it raw, but it would make the video around 30 minutes long. I'm trying to make the video as short as possible so you could watch it. And you're just seeing me micromanage everything where it needs to be and stuff like that. It's just really the boring part, and it's really the part that no one really gives a fuck about, and it could be skipped. And as per, I'm skipping it. But I still need to show it just in case if you didn't want to miss out on anything. I don't want there to be any really retarded cuts. There you go.
18 برو به موقعیت 1 4 2 1 8 2 12 برو به موقعیت 1 4 2 1 8 1
آماده‌ام.
40 نه برو به موقعیت 1 4 0 1 8 6 48 برو به موقعیت 1 4 3 1 8 5 حاضرم.
What I'm doing with this guy is just pushing him in and having this small unit infiltrate the bigger zone to hopefully get some ground and see where the actual enemy is, because about 20 minutes has passed, I forgot, from the first time of the sector from where we, confirmed the enemy was.
40 نه برو به موقعیت 1 4 0 1 8 7 نخیر قربان
As you could see, the guy became a fucking retard and crashed himself into a fucking building.
49 برو به موقعیت 1 4 0 1 8 6
Turns out he got himself stuck, so, you know, it can't really be too hard on the guy.
49 برو به موقعیت 1 4 0 1 8 6 49 برو بیرون
فهمیدم.
Instead of this sector of the, or section of the recording, I also had to speed it up, since it took a lot of the recording time, and like I said before, as short as possible for your entertainment. It's not really that entertaining though, it's more of a little show of how cool micromanaging is, and sort of how fucking gay it is sometimes. But, you know, as you see, the entire part is skipped, and it leads to the better part. In all seriousness though, the better part in question is pretty much just the more important part, and you'll see why this is the more important part in a moment. I'll also include a little cut, because the rest is bullshit.
2 کیلومتر شما
Sorry for all the freeze frames, but as you just seen, the artillery did not fire. That's not good. It should fire. It needs to fire, but it didn't. So that's a little bit of a problem, since it needed to fire at that exact moment, and it did not. So you'll see what happened after that, and why it's such a bad moment.
درخواست پشتیبانی 20 1 موقعیت 1 3 8 1 8 6
نمیتونم انجام بدم. مشخصات رو درست کنید.
This is where I wise up and start filling the rocket artillery into the backstrip of the airfield that I'm in.
200 متر حرکت کن سمت راست
That boom was just one of my 3 tanks getting blown the fuck up by the enemy, I'm pretty sure enemy MRAP or something like that.
1 کیلومتر حرکت کن
This right here, what you're seeing, those 2 blue, those are NATO. My 1 red force is the militant, as you know, you've seen, and it is a crewman, or actually it's an auto rifle militant. So it's an RPK-16. So 2 guys with M16s and are battle trained versus 1 jibhead. This is a nightmare position. Since this is a nightmare position, I'll bomb the shit out of them. This is most stupidest thing ever. I thought any of them would move. None of them moved. So that's why I bombed 2 different positions. But like I said, bomb the shit out of them. I mean, bomb the shit out of them. And take all of them out. So hopefully that's what you see here.
چهل نه چک
یه نفر کشته شد. همه جا امنه.
But you know what I say? Why stop there? Why can't I just bomb them a second
درخواست
time?
پشتیبانی موقعیت یک
You see, now after that, it's pretty much the end. I mean, after the first initial bomb that fucking killed everybody, that was pretty much the end of the video.
درخواست پشتیبانی
So,
موقعیت یک
yeah, you can keep watching if you want. It shows you some pretty cool shit. You know, what's really cool about Arma is you could send the rocket goes into the air, and it's an actual rocket. It's a physical rocket. It could be shot out of the air. It could run into a helicopter. It could run into a bird. Very unlikely, but it can be. Or at least from what I've seen so far. I need to still do a little bit of experiments to see if I can shoot them out of the air, because that's still experimental, because it's a physical object. And I followed it with my camera. You might be able to see that in the video, like in a little of the later parts. And that's pretty much what I've done. It's really cool, really cool game, and I really want you to play it. Really want you to enjoy it. I'm not going to add the freeze frame this time. I'm just going to talk pretty much over the video. I'm going to also lower my voice and increase the video's volume by just a little bit, just so you can hear the video better. So I hope you liked it. It's long as shit, with no intention to be. It's just I recorded a long video because it's an entire. I test this scenario, and the scenario is too easy. I'm going to make the scenario harder. I'm going to probably record that. It's just I might not edit it in the same day for where I've edited this. I'm really burnt out of editing. I don't want to, so I won't. Well, since you know my entire life story now, I'll leave you be with the rest of the video.
چهل هشت چک درخواست پشتیبانی موقعیت یک چهار سه یک هشت نه
یه نفر کشته شد.
حمله تمام درخواست پشتیبانی موقعیت 1 4 0 1 8 8 حمله تمام.
This is the end of the video. I just throw my camera around and shit and zoom over the MLRS. So, hope you liked the video, and yeah. You probably won't see this coming from me again, something like this. This is just to get you to play Arma. Well, peace. Hope you have a good one, Rocky.